Hello everyone, this is Father Sanjay Kumar Benia. Welcome to this video lecture series on research methodology. Um, Before we talk about all the aspects of research methodology, I will first of all discuss study method as to how we can study and gain information from a particular book or any particular material, uh, so that it will be helpful for writing assignment or any kind of essay that we are doing. Right. So this method is called PQRST study method. Right. So this is named as PQRST study method. P stands for preview, Q stands for questions, R stands for reaction, S stands for state, and T stands for test. Right. So we will go over them one by one and try to explore how this is going to be helpful for our studies and for gaining information from any particular book or any particular article or any material that we are reading for our assignment and for our essays. Let's begin with preview. Preview is the first step in this study method. Preview basically means taking a glance quickly before reading the whole subject or the whole book, in details, word by word. In this step, what we do is we quickly go through, the book by using certain things that the author provides in the book. Okay, so a lot of good authors, when they write books, they provide a lot of tools for doing a preview of the book even before reading the book, from the beginning till the end. Those tools and certain things that the authors themselves they provide, and they are very much helpful for making a preview or doing a preview of the book or the material that we are going to read or study. Okay, so there are several ways to do preview. When you take a good book, you will find, first of all, you will find a table of contents, and in the table of contents, you have the list of all the chapters, sometimes with subheadings, right? So the table of contents is a uh, one of the best things that is helpful for doing a preview. So when we get a piece of book, we can quickly go through the table of contents instead of reading the whole book to find out a particular piece of information for our topic or the essay that we are going to write or the assignment that we are doing. Then secondly, if you do not have a table of contents in the book, there are a lot of other headings and subheadings you can find in a book. Probably in every chapter you will find the name of the chapter, name of the lesson, and in each chapter there might be some headings and subheadings. So to do a preview of the book, we can quickly go through the headings and subheadings of each chapter. So that will be another way to do a preview of the book. There are some books where you will even not find headings or subheadings. So in that case, what we are going to do? Well, even in that case, we can follow a system, and that is to go through the topic sentences. We can quickly go through the first line of each paragraph. In most cases, good writers particularly, they begin a paragraph with a topic sentence, and that gives a clue as to what the paragraph is all about. Or even we can read the first paragraph and the last paragraph. Usually, these are the two paragraphs where you will find the summary of the whole chapter. Alright, so if you come across a book where you do not find any of this, there is no table of contents, the author doesn't have headings and subheadings in any of the chapters, or the paragraphs are not well written with topic sentences or summary of the lesson. So in that case, we have to put little more effort and do a reading system called either scheming or scanning. That means quickly going through the book, running our eyes over the book quickly. Even in this case, we are not reading word for word. It is a quick reading, just turning over the pages, picking up phrases or words here and there, just to get an idea or the words and the phrases that are used in the book. It is done quickly. So these are certain ways that you can do a preview of a particular book or a subject, or an article that is given to us for doing our assignment or essay. All right, so that is preview. Then the next step in this method is questions. As we do the preview of a particular subject or a particular book or a material, it is also important for a reader, for a learner, to frame some questions in advance. So these questions will help the reader to get to the main point, to be able to find out exactly what we want. That so you can frame a lot of good questions, and these questions will help a reader to exactly find out the information that we are looking for, or the immediate information that is required for our assignment or essay that we are doing. All right, then the next step is after questioning, you have reaction. Now, this step is the exercise of our brain as we do the preview of the particular material. Then we have raised some questions. Then it is time for us to engage our mind, engage our brain, and react, to respond to the information that we receive from a particular subject. So in this case, the learner, or the one who is reading this particular information, it is the learner's responsibility to react, to engage our mind, so that we will be able to respond by thinking hard about the piece of information that we just now got. So we can think about it and ask again counter questions. Right, then the next step in this study method is after reacting, you have stating. Okay, so after doing the preview, then after asking questions, after reacting, so now what we can do is by noting down all the key words and key phrases and headings, maybe by making a marginal notes, or noting down in the rough notebook or somewhere, we can now state all the information that we have received in our own words, looking away from the book or looking away from the material that we are reading. Because in this case, what happens is we maybe we can take the help of the words, the key words that we have noted down, or the phrases that we have noted down, and think about the discussion what we have read in the book. Okay, so maybe when you take, for example, a particular heading or a subheading or a topic. So this has the advantage that we will be able to recollect whatever we have read or whatever we have studied about this particular topic, and it will help us to put it in our mouth so that we will be able to state it. And it is recommended by many scholars that stating verbally is very much helpful as far as recollecting the information that we have read or we have studied. All right, then the last step in this study method is test. Now test is almost kind of repeating the previous method, stating, but at this time now it is completely looking away from the notes and trying to write it without looking our notes or without even using the book. Okay, after finishing our test, we can check it with the book, and we can now correct ourselves if there are any things that we have missed out, or we have not been able to write in the test. So this will give us more understanding and comprehension as far as that particular subject is concerned. And by doing this, we'll be able to not only write the assignment or essay, but also we'll be able to understand the subject clearly, and that is going to be helpful for gaining knowledge as far as that particular subject is concerned. All right, so this is all about PQRST method, and this method is going to be helpful for any kind of studies that we are doing. Okay, and this is very much helpful for any kind of research that we are going to undertake.